Hey everyone, ready to become a better speaker?
I bet.
I mean, who isn't, right? Whether it's for presentations or just, feeling confident in everyday conversation.
Absolutely.
That's what we're diving into today. We're going to break down these 20 tips from the Master Your Voice podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, pull out the good stuff, the techniques and all that. Speaking skills, we think about those for big speeches.
Yeah.
But honestly, good communication, that's like the key to everything. Wouldn't you say?
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the foundation for almost everything we do, every relationship, every job.
Right. Like, what's the point of having amazing ideas if you can't get them across?
Exactly. And that's why these first few tips are so important. They're about building that solid foundation. Think of it as building a house. You can't have the fancy roof and all that without a strong base.
Okay, I love a good analogy. So what's the first building block for, becoming a better speaker?
Breathing.
Breathing.
Seriously.
So
Yeah. But not just any breathing. This is about diaphragmatic breathing. It's how you control that airflow and project your voice, make it steady and strong.
Okay, hold on. Diaphragmatic breathing. Am I even breathing right now? Can I, actually learn this?
Absolutely. It's all about using that diaphragm muscle, the one below your lungs.
Uh-huh.
And when you use it right, you get more control over your breath, and that means more control over your voice.
So I won't get that shaky, breathy voice when I'm nervous.
Exactly.
Huh, I never realized.
Yeah.
But yeah, my voice does get kind of shaky when I'm nervous.
It happens. All right, next up, we've got posture.
Posture, just stand up straight.
More than that, good posture actually helps you project your voice better.
Whoa, seriously? So how I stand affects how I sound.
It does. Good posture opens up your chest, your lungs can expand more, and that means better airflow.
Makes sense. So good breathing, good posture equals stronger voice.
Not it.
What's next?
Enunciation. Might sound simple, but so many people rush their words or mumble.
Oh, tell me about it. I do that all the time. I get excited and then people are like, what?
It happens. But good enunciation, that's about making sure every word is clear and understood.
So slow down and actually say the words.
Pretty much. And lastly, for this foundation, we've got vocabulary.
Oh no, don't tell me I have to memorize a dictionary.
No dictionaries. It's about choosing the right words that are precise and, really get your message across.
Okay, that sounds way better than trying to learn a million fancy words.
Right. It's like having more tools in your toolbox.
All like that. So we've got breathing, posture, enunciation, and vocabulary. Solid foundation, I'd say.
It is. But just like building a house, we need to make sure it's strong. That leads us to building confidence.
Confidence. Who couldn't use more of that?
Especially when it comes to speaking right. The Master Your Voice podcast, they've got some good tips for this.
Okay, lay it on me.
First up, practice in front of a mirror.
Wait, seriously. I talk to myself in the mirror. Well, yeah. It's about self-awareness, seeing your body language, your expressions, everything. You might catch some nervous habits you didn't even know you had.
Oh yeah, I do this thing with my hands when I'm nervous. Didn't realize until I saw myself in the mirror practicing for a presentation. Kind of embarrassing.
But that's the point. You see it, you become aware, and then you can work on it.
Makes sense.
Another good tip, record yourself speaking.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I hate hearing my own voice.
I get it, it can be weird,
No?
but it's so valuable. You hear your tone, your pace, all those little filler words.
You mean like the ums and ahs? I try so hard to avoid those.
We all do. But recording yourself, it helps you catch them, and then you can start breaking those habits.
All right, I'll give it a shot. What else?
Join a public speaking group.
Like Toastmasters. I've heard of those.
Exactly. They're all about creating a safe space to practice and get feedback.
Okay, that actually sounds less scary than I thought.
It's about support and growth, not judgment.
I like that.
Yeah.
What else helps build confidence?
Preparation. And not just memorizing a speech, it's about knowing your stuff inside and out. When you understand what you're talking about, the confidence just comes naturally.
So fake it till you make it, but with knowledge.
Exactly. And finally, the power of positive affirmations. I know, it sounds kind of out there.
A little woo-woo, yeah, but I'm listening.
Think of it like this. When you repeat things like, I am a confident speaker, you're actually rewiring your brain.
Wait, so just saying nice things to myself can actually change how my brain works?
That's the idea. It's about creating new neural pathways, reinforcing positive beliefs.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. Maybe I need to start writing some affirmations down.
It's worth a try. So we've covered breathing, posture, all the way to brain rewiring. How are you feeling?
Honestly, I'm feeling more confident already.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
But remember, confidence building, it's an ongoing thing. It takes time and effort. But now, with the foundation and that confidence boost, are you ready to tackle engaging the audience?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so we've laid the foundation, we've got our confidence boost, now it's time for the fun stuff, right? Engaging that audience.
Absolutely. Because, you can have all the skills in the world, but if your audience isn't hooked.
Right, what's the point?
Exactly. So the Master Your Voice podcast, they've got some great tips for this.
Lay them on me.
Yeah.
What's the first step to really captivating an audience?
It's all about the hook.
The hook. Okay, tell me more.
Think of it like the beginning of a movie.
Okay, yeah.
You need that opening scene that grabs your attention, makes you want to keep watching.
So like no more boring introductions.
Definitely not. Try starting with a story or a question that gets people thinking, even a surprising fact, something that makes them go, whoa, I need to hear more.
I like that. It's like setting the stage.
Exactly. Now, once you've got their attention, body language is key.
Oh yeah, body language. I've definitely been to presentations where the speaker just looks so uncomfortable.
It makes a difference, right?
Totally kills the vibe.
So think about your posture. Stand tall, open up your chest, make eye contact with people.
Uh-huh.
Use your hands to emphasize points.
But like, not too much. Right. Don't want to overdo it.
Exactly. It should feel natural. And this is important. You've got to adapt to your audience.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't talk to a room full of kids the same way you'd talk to like a board meeting.
Exactly. Knowing your audience is so crucial.
Yeah, totally. What else can we do to keep people engaged?
This one's often overlooked. The power of the pause.
The pause. You mean like just being quiet?
Yeah. A well-placed pause can make a big difference.
Really? But doesn't that make things awkward?
Not at all. It can actually create drama, emphasize a point, or just give people a moment to think.
Huh. So it's like strategic silence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about movies. Those dramatic pauses, they make you lean in, wondering what's going to happen next. You can do that with your speaking, too.
Okay, I never thought about it like that. Silence is a tool. I like it.
Right. And speaking of tools, let's talk about vocal variety.
Oh, man. That's something I struggle with. I tend to just stay in this monotone, especially when I'm nervous.
It happens, but changing up your pitch, your pace, your volume, that makes things so much more interesting. It's like adding flavor to your food.
So instead of sounding like a robot, I should be aiming for more of a dynamic delivery.
Exactly. Use your voice to emphasize words, create urgency, even add some humor. Keeps your audience on their toes.
I like it. So hooks, body language, pauses, vocal variety. Feels like we've got a good recipe for engaging speaking going on here.
We do, but the journey to becoming a better speaker, it doesn't stop there. It's all about continuous growth.
So it's not a destination, it's a journey.
Exactly. It's about constantly learning and improving.
Okay, I'm all about self-improvement. So how do we keep growing as speakers?
Well, they start with a simple but powerful one. Read aloud daily.
Wait, read aloud. Like out loud.
Yeah, I know it sounds basic, but when you read silently, you're just passively taking in information. Reading aloud, it's like a workout for your voice.
Huh. So it's not just what you read, but how you read it.
Exactly. And choose stuff you enjoy. Novels, articles, whatever you like.
That's way better than boring vocal exercises. I can get behind that.
Right. And speaking of expanding your horizons, expand your interests too.
Wait, so to become a better speaker, I need to learn about other stuff too.
Absolutely. The more you know about the world, the more you have to talk about. It makes you a more engaging speaker, a better conversationalist, just a more interesting person overall.
Okay, that makes sense. It's like investing in yourself in general makes you a better communicator.
Exactly. Now here's one you might like. Watch and learn from great speakers.
Ooh, I do love a good TED Talk marathon.
TED Talks are great, but don't limit yourself. Watch interviews, listen to podcasts, even pay attention to how comedians deliver their jokes.
Like turning entertainment into education.
Exactly. And here's one that might be a little tougher. Embrace constructive feedback.
Feedback. Nobody likes hearing criticism.
I know, but it's so valuable. Find people you trust, mentors, friends, colleagues, and ask them to be honest about your speaking. What works, what doesn't.
So like find those people who'll give it to you straight, not just sugarcoat it.
Exactly. Think of it as a gift. It helps you see yourself from a different perspective.
Okay, I can try that.
What else?
Practice improvisation.
Improvisation, like making stuff up on the spot. That sounds terrifying.
It can be a little scary at first, but it's also really freeing. Try improv games, take a class, Just have fun with it. It teaches you to think quickly and adapt to anything.
So it's like training my brain to be more flexible.
Exactly. And finally, and this is so important, be authentic.
Be myself. Isn't that what I'm already doing?
It's more than that. It's about embracing your unique voice,
Yeah.
your style. Don't try to be someone you're not. Let your personality shine through.
So like let go of that pressure to be perfect and just be me.
Exactly. Authenticity, that's what people connect with. Wow, these tips have been incredible. I feel like we've gone beyond just speaking. It's like personal growth stuff too.
That's what's so cool about communication. It's about connecting with others, building confidence, and yeah, sharing that authentic self with the world.
Well said. So we've built the foundation, boosted our confidence, learned how to engage the audience. Where do we go from here?
That's a great question, and one that we'll tackle in our final segment.
You know, going through all these tips,
Yeah.
it's really hit me that becoming a better speaker, it's not just about like techniques and stuff, it's deeper than that.
Oh, I totally agree. It's like a journey, you know? Discovering what you're passionate about, what you believe in.
Yeah, and then having the confidence to share that with everyone.
Exactly. The more you understand yourself, the more authentic you become as a speaker.
And people can feel that, right? That realness.
Absolutely. And that's why this whole idea of continuous growth is so important.
It's not like you reach some point and you're done.
Right. It's always evolving.
It's so true. Like the way I talk now, it's got to be different from how I talked 5 years ago or even last year.
We're always changing, learning, adapting.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If I heard myself from a few years ago, I'd probably die of embarrassment.
But that's a good sign. It means you're growing. Your voice, it reflects who you are, your experiences, everything.
I love that. So this deep dive, it hasn't just been about giving presentations or whatever. It's been about finding your own voice, connecting with people.
And becoming a better communicator overall.
Exactly. So as we wrap up, what's like the one piece of advice you'd give to someone just starting out on this whole speaking journey?
Start small. Don't try to do everything at once.
Right.
Pick one or two things that really resonate with you and just focus on those.
Like maybe that diaphragmatic breathing thing or practicing in front of the mirror.
Exactly. Or maybe commit to reading aloud every day, just for a few minutes.
Yeah, little steps.
Exactly. It's all about consistency. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress.
Love that. And I think it's important to remember that everyone starts somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. Even the best speakers in the world, they were all beginners once.
Right.